Welcome to Grumpy John's garage. As you can see, got the chassis out and I'll just take you around it and show you it, and I'll show you what the next step is with this restoration. As you can see, the chassis is in real good condition. I don't know if in previous videos I showed you it before it went to the sandblaster. This is the primer that the sandblaster put on. This bit's here, the front bumper gussets, the top and bottom, they've been replaced, and they're the fake rivets that I put in. They're basically the Allen key headed bolts, but they look fantastic with a wee bit of filler in them. The rest of the chassis is in good nick. This is a wee bit bent because moving it about. When I got the Jeep, for some reason this back bit had been cut off, so I made a new bit. This cross member has been repaired, and this cross member here, this support for the pintle hook, that's been replaced. That's a new one. That's a new one. And the back panel's new. As you can see, they've been bolts have been put in as well. We'll just get a wee bit of filling and rub down. And the next step is this. Fitting this onto the chassis, because as you can see, there is no holes for any mountings. So I'm going to have to put that on the chassis to mount it, to get the holes lined up for the mounts here, 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 back cross member. So that's today's job. And there's only me. I'll figure it out. I'll get it on. Wish me luck. I got a bloody seagull. There's a seagull on the roof eating something, and it's doing my head in. I'm going to have to get the drone out and chase it. Right, here we go. Right, this is as safe as it's going to get. A couple of straps either side to hold the chassis in place. It's never going to fall, tip or anything like that, because I welded it and I know it's good and it's solid. Here we go. Whoop. Let me move this out into the floor. You enjoy that? The Jeep tub is now on the chassis for the first time since it's been restored. This bit's here, you can see they're still loose from before. I didn't want to weld them onto the new floor until I'd had it on the tub. Same with that side. I always thought that was a hole for a mountain. No. The mount's in the back there. I'll get it all lined up. That looks really good there. It's lined up pretty well there. And that one there. Along the back, I'll need to have a check, have a look at some pictures, see what the overlap. Does it line up directly or overlap? I don't think it does. I think these mounts just needs to go forward a wee bit, just a tad. That looks about right. That's kind of lined up. So it's just got to go over that way a toy bit. There we go. That's a bit too much. That seems to line up with that quite well. Just go forward. See that side sitting pretty level, but this side's sitting up. I know there's bushes goes in between, but it's riding on the top of the pintle hook mount. I'm going to have to look at pictures. I know there's sandwich between there and I've got the mounts. I know there's a sandwich in between that, but I don't think that'll take that out. I'll need to figure it out. But everything else seems to be, as soon as that bit is sorted, this bit here will come down. You can just see it's just, that's where the other mount is. Right, let me look into it. Looks good. That's the body now square on the chassis. There's one point on the front floor that's probably about just under 1/4 inch out, but I don't really care because it's a Jeep parts and it's 9 years old panel, so I don't really care about that. Everything else is square. I'm happy with it. I've welded up the front there and there. I've welded them up and I've drilled holes, just pilot holes in the tub. You can see there's one there and there's one there, and the other ones are underneath. I've marked the back ones And the ones at the front here, because you've got the bracket here, and see that little bit there? That little bit there? You can't get the drill straight, so I've done a pilot hole just on one part of the hat channel. Then when I take the body off, I'll get to the other bit and I'll drill it straight through. There's the other one. And there's not another one on that side. Did I miss one? No. Oh, it's a nut. It's just a bolt. It's a captive bolt. That's why. The one at the back there on the back lip. That one on the back lip, just in there. All that's left for me to do now is take the body off and get the holes drilled out to the correct sizes. There is one other part on this bit here. That's where the fuel tank's mount goes, the tall one. I've got that coming. And then just at the front here, that's where the other one goes. I've got that already. Plus, I need to drill a hole for the fuel tank pipe coming out of the fuel tank. I don't have a fuel tank yet. I've not invested in that bit yet because I'm not quite at that point. Got a lot of body work and a lot of painting of the chassis, painting of the body, stuff like that left to do. So the next stage for me is to take the body back off so I can drill the holes to the correct sizes. Drill them other holes like I was telling you there for the fuel tank. And I've got the mounts to weld on. And the next time we see this body on the chassis, the body will be painted and the chassis will be painted, and it'll go together, and the marriage will be for life. Well, until I have to take it back off again, but hopefully never. That's it now, back in its wrapper, until I find time to drill the holes and finish off the bits and pieces, weld that bracket in. And the chassis back underneath the junk pile, the bumper for the Range Rover and spare bits, that's for Monday. And someone I would like to thank is a Facebook page. He's called Jeep Finder. I'll put a wee bit on the screen here for it. And he helped me out a lot with the measurements for the Jeep, up and down, side to side. And I checked on the internet trying to find measurements, but I couldn't. So I put it up on a couple of Facebook pages, G503, stuff like that. And then this Jeep Finder Facebook page. He's from down in England. He fixes Jeeps for customers. So I would like to thank him and maybe go and check his page out, give him a like. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.